An unassuming field on the Isle of Man concealed a secret for over a millennium. A fragment of gold, twisted and braided, waiting silently beneath the soil. Its discovery not only astonishes, but also challenges our understanding of Viking history. This isn't just a tale of buried treasure. It's a narrative that intertwines the threads of Norse artistry, economy, and migration. The armring's intricate design and unexpected location raise questions. Who buried it? Why here? And what does it reveal about the Vikings' presence on the Isle of Man? In an era with no paper records, metal is what endures. And this single artifact may carry more meaning than entire chronicles lost to time. In the spring of 2025, veteran metal detectorist Ronald Klukas embarked on what seemed like another routine search. Celebrating his 50th year in the hobby, Klukas had previously unearthed notable finds, including a silver ingot in 2005. However, nothing prepared him for this. It was quite a big shock to discover this lovely piece of gold. "I couldn't really believe it at first," Klukas remarked. Gold, known for its low signal on detectors, often eludes even the most seasoned enthusiasts. The arm ring, dating between 1000 and 1100 AD, was crafted by braiding 8 gold rods, a testament to the skilled goldsmiths of the Viking Age. Measuring approximately 3.7 centimeters in length and weighing 27.26 grams, its folded state suggests it was intentionally altered, possibly for transactional purposes. But it wasn't just its craftsmanship that turned heads. The fact that it was buried alone, without accompanying objects, raised even more questions. Was it hastily hidden during a raid, a personal emergency, or a form of saving meant to be retrieved later and never was? What's especially notable is the location, an open field not known for any previous settlements or high-status burials. The lack of context makes the ring's presence more enigmatic. Was this a temporary encampment? A place used seasonally? Or simply a safe hiding spot chosen in haste? On May the 29th, the Isle of Man Deputy Coroner of Inquests officially declared the arm ring as treasure, a designation for artifacts over 300 years old made of precious metals. Under the Isle of Man's own heritage legislation, this allows archaeologists to properly conserve and study the item while ensuring it is retained within the island's national collections. The Isle of Man, nestled in the Irish Sea, was more than a mere waypoint for Viking expeditions. By the 9th century, it had evolved into a significant Norse settlement and trading hub. The discovery of this gold arm ring reinforces the island's pivotal role in Viking commerce and culture. Archaeological evidence already pointed to a deep-rooted Norse influence on the island, from longhouses to runestones and even Norse-influenced legal systems. The arm ring adds to a growing body of evidence that suggests the Vikings were not simply marauders, but settlers, merchants, and artisans. Alison Fox, curator for archaeology at Manx National Heritage, noted, "Jewelry items such as this had several functions in the Viking Age, both as prized personal possessions and visible displays of wealth. They were easily portable and were also used to cover costs in financial transactions." The arm ring's design aligns with the ring money system prevalent during the Viking Age, where jewelry served dual purposes, adornment and currency. Its folded condition indicates it might have been used in multiple transactions, with pieces cut off as needed, a practice common in a bullion-based economy. These rings weren't just casual decorations. In some cases, they were part of dowries or diplomatic gifts, exchanged to seal alliances between clans or kingdoms. The style and craftsmanship suggest a Scandinavian origin, but such rings also traveled widely, passing through many hands across Ireland, Britain, and even into the Frankish territories. One theory suggests that such rings also served religious or ceremonial functions, offered as votive deposits to Norse gods, or buried to consecrate land. In Scandinavian sagas, gold arm rings were often given as tokens of loyalty and authority, worn by jarls and kings, sometimes even forged in sets tied to mythology or kinship. Such arm rings often reflect not only personal wealth, but clan affiliation, political alliances, or rewards from military service. Gold was rarer than silver in Viking society, making this find especially significant. It could have belonged to a high-ranking individual, perhaps a chieftain or a wealthy trader operating in the Irish Sea's complex network of ports and island communities. This find also prompts comparisons to other significant discoveries, such as the Galloway Hoard in Scotland. That collection, unearthed in 2014, included a variety of artifacts, some inscribed with runes suggesting communal ownership. Such parallels hint at a complex societal structure where wealth could be both personal and collective. And beyond the material, there's the emotional echo. Jewelry was not only wealth, but memory. This piece may have marked a moment, an oath sworn, a life lost, a debt paid. Now it speaks again, centuries later. The arm ring's discovery offers more than a glimpse into Viking artistry. It provides tangible evidence of their economic practices and societal norms. The duality of jewelry as both ornamentation and currency underscores a sophisticated understanding of value and trade. It reveals a people who measured wealth not in static coins, but in malleable gold, cut, shaped, and shared. Moreover, the find emphasizes the importance of the Isle of Man in Viking history, a nexus of cultural exchange and economic activity. The island wasn't simply under Viking influence, it was integrated into a broader Norse world that stretched from Scandinavia to the British Isles and beyond. The gold ring also strengthens the case for more extensive archaeological work on the island. If such a treasure could remain hidden for over 1,000 years, what else lies buried beneath the soil? New technology, from ground-penetrating radar to drone mapping, may help uncover further clues. Some archaeologists speculate that this discovery might belong to a wider, undiscovered hoard. Similar single-item finds have sometimes been precursors to larger caches. If that's the case here, the field might hold more secrets, silver armlets, coin stashes, or even ritual objects that further illustrate Norse life on the island. Viking trade extended as far east as the Caspian Sea and as far west as Newfoundland. So a single ring found on the Isle of Man fits within an enormous mosaic of movement, adaptation, and cultural fusion. It is a single golden thread woven into the fabric of a vast, interconnected age. For the modern world, these discoveries also raise questions about how we interpret the past. Each object carries not just data, but meaning, stories that challenge older narratives of conquest and chaos, and instead point to complex societies engaged in art, trade, and diplomacy. From a simple twist of gold emerges a narrative that bridges centuries, connecting us to a time of exploration, trade, and artistry. As we unearth more such treasures, each piece adds depth to our understanding of the past, not as distant or primitive, but vibrant and human. Who was the last person to hold this ring before it was lost to time? What were they thinking as they folded it, pressed it into the earth, and walked away? To uncover more stories hidden in the soil, real discoveries, recent breakthroughs, and forgotten histories, subscribe now and join us on this journey through time.